Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Really appreciate Gamers8 again for sponsoring the vlog, and just the whole event was just honestly amazing. It is probably like the best and most like well put together event I've ever been to, as you can kind of see from the stage and stuff over here. Everything was like top notch, 10 out of 10, from the hotel to the boulevard, which I'm about to show you guys in a second. The arena, everything like that, the stage, it was all like 10 out of 10. The food was great. Hospitality of all the people and stuff there. Obviously getting to hang out and see people that watch the stream and stuff that had made it out to the event was really cool as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun there. I had a lot of fun making this video and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll kind of just chime in from time to time. But other than that, enjoy the visuals and the good music. So if you check out over here, this is actually like right outside of the Gamers8 event, right? So outside, so this is this whole area and stuff like that was actually kind of built up for this event and for other events and stuff like that too. But they went like all out. Everything's lit up. Everything's like super nice. There's actually outdoor like misting fans, almost like outdoor AC basically. It was really sweet. Even at night there, it gets like pretty hot. So like during the day, it was like about 110 Fahrenheit. Not sure what that is exactly in Celsius, but yeah, about 110 Fahrenheit. And even at night, it actually felt pretty good at night. It would drop into like the 90s and stuff like that. Sometimes like lower 90s, which is pretty nice. But this is more of like kind of outside like the direct gaming area. This whole area was like literally insane. All built out, restaurants, shops, things like that. I think there was like an arcade that I saw, like a bowling alley, a whole bunch of stuff. It was nothing like I've ever seen before for a gaming event. Like normally there would be like, hey, maybe like in an event hall, an expo hall or something like that. But this was just on a whole nother level of being like super, super, super well done, like inside and out. There's Christoph. He taught Bolo a lot of German on this trip. I feel bad. No, he was great the whole time. And yeah, they even had really cool stuff like this giant light up spear, this whole like little, I guess like city almost, right? I'll try to toss in some extra pictures and stuff of all this stuff at the end too. There was like a giant like water fountain that they had that was going down. I think that was the arcade right there. Whole bunch of other stuff. We had some really good food too. They actually had like I don't think I got any videos and stuff of it that'll be in here, but they had a really good fattoush salad. So I'm actually Middle Eastern as well, and the fattoush salad that I had that was here is actually a little bit different. So we make ours like with a red wine vinegar, but the Saudi version actually has like a pomegranate molasses in it, so it's a little bit sweeter. It was really good. Next time we make like a homemade fattoush, I'll have to tell my mom about it. But yeah, this was we actually got thobes and stuff as well. We were here, so that we got the headpiece as well as the thobe and stuff as well. So I got all measured up and stuff like that. Got the full undergarment set up, literally everything. So I got t-shirt, pants, the headgear, and the thobe as well. So it's like the robe. It's actually kind of crazy. It does cool you down when you're outside. We also got to have like a nice traditional meal as well too. If you check out like this courtyard and stuff like that, it was like super, super, super sick. And here's a picture of little old me and Jason and Bolo. And there's Lucas. So we actually, every meal started off with tea. So you have tea first, and we had some dates and stuff as well. It was really good. It was actually no, this was like a coffee. That's right. I actually got confused about this because it tasted like a sweet chai, but it was actually coffee. So I sped up this clip a little bit, but the amount of food that we got was like crazy. So it reminded me a lot of home. I never have good Middle Eastern food when I go anywhere. Obviously, I haven't been in the Middle East until now. But I'm from Detroit. It's one of the largest Middle Eastern populations outside of the Middle East itself, right? So we have access to amazing Middle Eastern food all the time. There's a ton of competition. And normally, I'm always kind of like, okay, when someone tells me there's going to be good Middle Eastern food. But I was actually really excited to go here and eat the food. I've had a lot of this stuff before. The bread was super good. I'm always like mixing up all the names and stuff like that for a lot of this, but this, the middle dish, by the way, actually was camel and lamb. I've never had camel before, but it was really good actually. And Bolo actually ate some of those green peppers over there, and at first he was struggling a little bit, but then he was like good. Then he was good. He actually ate an extra one, which I was like, hey, props on that one. But all the food was super good. Rice is great. You know, the lamb is good. The bread, that like puffy bread, I forgot what it's called, is really good. There's also like leaven and stuff like that, which is like dairy. So I didn't really have it because I'm kind of lactose intolerant, but I actually do really like leaven a lot. It's delicious. And one of the best things about the food too was there was so many good fresh juices everywhere. That was like one of the things that I really miss here in the US. Like there's a lot of our juices and stuff have a lot of extra stuff, but there was like 100% fruit juice at pretty much every place. And when you close it out, of course, you got to have a nice cup of tea to finish it off. So yeah, nice big cheers. Okay, so this was one of the craziest things. This was actually the first day that we were here, but we went to a place called the Edge of the World. It is in the desert. So you drive about 30 minutes on the highway and about 2 hours through the desert. We actually saw some camels and stuff as well, so I made sure to grab that video. But yeah, we saw some camels and stuff as well. This was the only time that we saw like any people, while we were in the car. So we got, a Chevy Suburban, and it was rocky. So this is not on an actual road. We're literally driving through the desert on like what is more or less like a path. There's even some points, which I'm going to show in a second like that, where we actually had to get out of the car. Well, not we, but like the guides pretty much got out of the car when we were there. So I'll kind of show that up in a sec. They're over here, yeah. This is like right when they were getting out of the car. So we were recording this, but they had one guy guiding, and the car was actually like bottoming out in certain sections and stuff like that. But yeah, we had plenty of water and stuff like that, AC going, so it wasn't, just bumpy. That's all. But I mean, hey, you're off road, right? That's what it's all about. I've been off roading before and stuff like that, so used to the ride sometimes being like that, right? That's how it goes. But there was like some trees. I actually think I took this video because there was like basically no trees. Like we were driving through the desert for 2 hours. So this is like deep in the desert. So it was, I think, like 120 degrees Fahrenheit in the desert over here. And just as you can see, most of these areas are just like pretty much all rock. Actually, there was a certain point where we got to a part of the trail. So that's actually over here. Normally you're supposed to be able to drive up this, but even though it's a desert, there are some rains and stuff sometimes that happen, and it kind of washed out this section of the trail. And we had to hike a mile. So if you can kind of see that like ridge back there of where I'm standing here. So this is actually like part of the Edge of the World, the closer version, but that far back one is where we actually came from. And it like loops all the way around. So now we're like actually over here. There's like a couple of sections on the Edge of the World. I'll try to show like a few of them over here and stuff like that. But it was absolutely breathtaking. Like it's pretty much just a straight drop down. I've actually never been to the Grand Canyon before, but a lot of people described it to me as the equivalent to being in the Grand Canyon, but there's like no other side pretty much. And it was just really gorgeous to look at. One of the coolest experiences ever of my life, but hiking in 120 degree heat a mile each way, I'm actually glad that we got to do that too, because a lot of, hey, if we would have just driven up and stuff like that, it would have been, hey, not as good of a story, right? But this is kind of a quick review, but I'm going to show you guys the hotel. When I was telling you guys that it was like a 10 out of 10, it was a 10 out of 10. So the lights obviously popped on as I was like walking down the hallway. I got my room over here. It's kind of cool. There was actually like a button. So instead of like just putting a like label on the door, you actually pressed a button and it said like, do not disturb. I've had that before. Lighting system was really cool. There was actually a guest bathroom, bidet, of course. Love to see that. Never see that anywhere, by the way, except for Japan. That was the only other place I've ever had a bidet in a hotel. But there was accent lighting everywhere. I had like a full living room basically over here. I had 3 windows. So they had a view of downtown Riyadh. Little kitchen area, little dining room area and stuff like that. There's like a mini bar there, coffee, whole bunch of stuff, like a whole hangout area. And this is just a room for me, by the way. So this is not my room. This is an extra room that had 2 beds in it. You know, a lot of closet space and stuff like that for you to hang up your closets. Automatic lights that turn on when you go in the closet. There's slippers, shoe horns, shoe polish. I mean, you name it. There was even like a loofah and stuff in the bathroom. Shaving kit, which I actually used. You know, pretty much everything you'd really need. You know, accent lighting behind there. Shower, tub, toilet with a bidet in here too. And I actually showed like the little images and stuff of this because they had Grohe shower, well, not shower, but like the why am I blanking out on the name of it? It's any of the fixtures in the bathroom. I actually have these in my house as well. So this is like the master in here. There's a TV again, accent lighting underneath, bed, big king size bed. This is where I actually slept and showered, and this wasn't actually the first time I walked in here. This was like a different day. So all the lights can turn on and off, like there's whole sections and stuff. But yeah, Grohe is a German company actually for shower stuff. I know this is just the most boomer thing to be talking about this right now, but hey, it's a big deal. It's nice. But yeah, I had like a whole closet in here and stuff too. I pack really light when I travel, so this is all I had with me was just some shirts, pants. Actually didn't wear the shorts at all. And then I have like in my luggage and stuff like that, I just put the dirty clothes, and I have like a little like packing cube with like socks and stuff like that, and extra pants, and that's in my little toiletry bag. But yeah, it was like an insanely nice room. This was one of the malls that we actually went to when we were there. Super, super nice. This was not the only one that we went to. We went to a couple different malls. Honestly, it reminded me a lot of like a really high-end, like nice American mall. And I actually got Baharat for my wife and stuff too. It's funny, when I asked my wife what she wanted, you know, because she cooks a lot, she actually said Baharat. So we got a couple of pictures and stuff too. This is like over going by the breakfast area and stuff like that. The actual breakfast that had beef bacon that was super good. Eggs, samosas, picture me at the edge of the world. Everybody was laughing this one on Twitter because they said I look so short. Picture of me and Bolo and Lucas. And that was like another thing that I had for breakfast. One of the days there was these like little pastries and stuff like that. There's me and the Thobe. Right in the front of the stages before the grand finals. There's a waterfall that I was actually talking about earlier that was like super sick. There was like the whole garden area over here. We actually found that restaurant that had the fattoush salad and stuff like that. Big water fountain out in the middle. Like I'm telling you guys, this area, this boulevard area was one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my entire life. Like they just did such an amazing job with it. There's that cube again. It would change colors and have different effects and stuff like that on it. You can kind of see it over here. But this whole area was like absolutely nuts. There's like some big space saucer thing that they had going on over there too. Oh, I actually did put a picture of the fattoush salad. Look at that. So yeah, it's made with like a pomegranate molasses instead of red wine vinegar. And then there's the 3 of us. So it was me, Bolo, and Danik for the event. And there's the Middle Eastern casters fixing my Thobe. And the last picture there with Gamers8. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you again to Gamers8 for sponsoring the video, the vlog, and for flying me out, and for everything. Just the great hospitality for everyone that we met there. Fans, people that were with ESL, and just everyone else in general. You know, everyone that we met at a restaurant. Everybody was super, super kind, hospitable, and nice. I just had a great time there. And probably the best event, honestly, I've ever been to. It just seemed like from like every step of the way, everything was like super, super well done and thought out. So thank you again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, like, sub, all that good stuff. And check out the description. Gamers8 is still going on right now.